Got it. Okay, let's see what we have here. Okay, I'm just taking, I always just kind of look at this. This helps keep me focused here. Okay, so we're getting into February 3rd. Okay, introduction to IPA, distinguishing sound. So I introduced the IPA already. I wanted to get that done. Okay, see what's going on. So let's go to the workbook. Okay, so let's go to phonetics. Okay, we have this. We're okay here. Okay, right here. Got it. This is it. Okay, so this section is called sound spelling pattern inconsistencies. It's tough in English. It's historically English has had a lot of influences from many languages. It says here French, Latin, German, Greek, Italian, Scandinavian, Yiddish, Arabic, Japanese, Native American, and of course Spanish. Says given that each of these languages has its own unique system of spelling, it's not surprising that English is so full of inconsistencies. And this makes it really tough for children when they're learning to read, they want to learn how to speak, and adults are learning to speak, read, all those things. So sometimes the same sound is spelled using different letters. Examples here see, seen, receive, amoeba, machine, and even Aesop. All of those different spellings represent exactly the same sound. Sometimes the same letter can stand for different sounds, as in sign, pleasure, and resign. Sometimes a letter has no sound at all, as in no, doubt, though, island, and moose. Phonetic transcription, in contrast, is very consistent. There is a one-to-one correspondence between sounds and symbols. This is even true across languages. So phonetic symbols can be used to transcribe the sounds of any language. I will limit our study of phonetic symbols typical to American English. Remember that the phonetic symbols are indicated within square brackets are used to distinguish from the letters or words written in ordinary orthography. These symbols represent the sounds of the language, not the letters of a writing system. So note the consistency with phonetic transcription. So all those words I just showed you a minute ago, look at how they're transcribed. You have the word see. Again, see. You have seen, seen, receive, amoeba, and Aesop. So in every case, it's represented by the little I. And then with the S, you have the word sign, you have pleasure, the Z hat check, pleasure, and then resign. So even though it's spelled with an S each time, it's represented with three different phonetic symbols. And finally, you have no. Notice you have no and then doubt. Notice there's no B indicated in there. You have though, you have island, and then you have moose. Looks like the chat's blowing up here. What the heck is going on? Okay, there's always something. You guys keep it up. Keep helping each other. That's good. Thank you. Thank you for stepping up. Says, be aware that there are some alphabetical symbols that are not used in the International Phonetics alphabet. So some of these symbols are the C, J, Q, and X. So you will not see these as symbols. The C and the J appear as the C hat check and the J hat check. So note the following correlation. So the C can be the K, as in cow. You have the X, it represents the KS, as in the word box, and the S, as in cinema. Then you have the GZ, as in exit, and then the KW, as in the word quick, and then the Z, as in xylophone. The vowel sound the typewriter A will only appear as a typewriter A, not as a capital A. So remember that. Some unfamiliar symbols are, and I introduced all of these. Uh-oh. Now what happened? What did I just do? No idea. Okay, so you have the theta and the eth, the glottal stop. You don't see the symbol there, but that kind of question mark thing. The igma, the flap, and then the hat checks, the S, J, C, and the Z hat check. So you have at least one, two, three. There's probably 7 or 8 symbols that you're not familiar with consonants, as we talked about before. Okay, so let's take a look. It says some unfamiliar vowels are the epsilon E and the capital U, the ash, the schwa, and the wedge or the stress schwa. So those are some vowels that you might not be familiar with. Okay, so it says here in the workbook, in order to understand and describe a language, one may begin with sound, for it's the basic building block of language. Sound not only affects the sound system of a language, but also a language's morphology, syntax, and semantics. So it's kind of like the foundation. The study of sound helps one to understand language relationships. Finally, the study of sound helps to describe the types of changes that are possible in language systems and to determine the causes of those changes. Okay, so let's start with baby steps here. So we're looking at distinguishing sounds. So I'm in the workbook on page 8 in case you need to look at it. So take a minute and kind of look through those words for a second. And you're trying to determine, it says, say the words to yourself and then think about how many sounds there are in each of those words. Then write the number of sounds in the blanks provided. And maybe, let me do something here, see if I can make this a little bit easier here. We could do something with it. Okay, we have this. Just make sure we're on the right. I'm going to share this where we can. I'm going to let you guys annotate here in just a minute. Okay, so when we look at them here, we have cap, check, dove, bright, though. Remember that the I, a diphthong, represents one sound, not two. Though, bike, ski, fix, tease, straight, car, boat, grudge, study, and brown. Let me check the syllabus here. Make sure. Oh, so we have introduction, distinguishing sounds. Okay, got it. That's right where we need to be there. Okay, so we'll do this. If anyone wants to annotate, you can write next to the word how many sounds you think there are in that word. I'll let you guide. You can, anybody can jump in at this point if you know how to do it. Starting with the first 5. Cap, k, a, cap, che, ek, ch, ek, check, dove, d, v, dove, bright, bright, though. So let's try 1 through 5 here. Let's see what you guys can do. So if you know how to annotate, go right ahead. Don't forget, please take attendance immediately. Are you going to be counted absent? Remember, I'm not counting the attendance. You guys are. Okay, whoever is ready, go ahead. James, Paula, Andy, Jacqueline. Yeah, here we go. Thank you, Karen. Perfect. App, cap. Exactly. So we can see that cap has three sounds. Perfect. Ch, ek, check, check. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like when you guys annotate. It's weird. You can see who's writing what. It even puts a name by the person making the comments. It's cool how this works. Let's keep going here. Come on, somebody do something.
Do we have to like click on the little pencil at the top and drag it to make it work? I don't know how
I
to write on it.
Yeah, I don't know. What I did is I go on the top. I click kind of on the Zoom bar, and it has an option where it says annotate, and then I click on what color I want to use. I'm not sure how it works from your end, to be honest with you.
Oh, okay. Karen said you just click the view options and then annotates one of the options underneath there. Thank you.
Oh, okay. You're welcome. Okay, good. So we have cap, check, dove, bright. Yeah, bright. I think let's look at this one. So BRI, count that as one. Then you have the T there. So you have to say bright has four. You have the BR diphthong and then the T. Yeah, so some people are having the word though, believe it or not, has two. That's it. Though, though. So we'll change this one to four. Thanks, Amy. Bike. Looks good. Bike. So you have the B, the diphthong, and the K. Bike. Bike. James is putting the underlines in there. Thank you, James. That's good. You become really good with Zoom. You can play tic tac toe with each other. How about that? Okay, let's look. Fix. Fix. Whoever did that one, think about it again. I think we got to add a sound in there. Remember that the K yeah, there we go. Yeah, so the K represents the X represents a K and an S. That's how we get four. So if you transcribe it, fix, yeah, fix. So you have to look at four in that case. So this is the first step. We call this distinguishing sounds. Yeah, ski is three, perfect. Bike is three, fix is four, tease three, tease, ease. Then straight. That's a tough one. You have to look at the STR as three different sounds. The consonant cluster there. Straight. Straight. Yeah, look at number 10 again. Think about it. So remember that the STR, those are three sounds in and of themselves, right? So you have straight. So how many is that? right? So let's look at this. So we put it together. S, T, R, the vowel sound, straight. And then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You guys see how we get 5 out of that? Straight. There's only one, it's one syllable, right? And one vowel is in there. We have k, r. Good. 3. Boat. Boat. So we have 3. Bow. Boat. We have study. Good. 5. Study. And then the last one we have brown. Brown. So you have the BR, the diphthong. Yeah, I don't think there's 5. Let me double check it. You have the B, the R, you have the AW diphthong, which is considered one sound. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4. You guys see that? So that's the first step. It's not so easy. You see why the phonetics, it's tough. It's tough for a lot of people. I mean, one, we can't even identify sometimes how many sounds there are in a word. So if you don't know how many sounds there are in the word, then how the heck are you going to figure out, what symbol correlates with what sound? You're going to leave out something. So, but this is the first step. The first step is to look at a word, say it out loud, determine the number of sounds, and then try to correlate with those sounds different symbols. So we have cap 3, check 3, dub 3, bright 4. We have though actually has 2, bike has 3, ski you have, yeah, 3. So you have the SKE, ski. Oh, that's interesting. Ski. And it's the same. Look at that. It's actually transcribed exactly the same way that it's written. Fix, we have 4, tease is 3, straight is 5, car is 3, boat is 3, grudge. Grudge. I don't think that. We got to look at that one, number 13 here. So you have the G, R, grudge, J hat check. It looks like G, R, wedge, J. So we got 4. Yeah, thank you, Tanya. So we have 4 on that one. And then we got study, ST, study. So we got 5. And then brown, we have 4. Any questions on those?
Brown, which two letters again make the same sound?
Say again one more time.
Brown, which two letters are one
Yeah,
sound?
it's the diphthong that AW makes the same. It's the same sound. You can't really separate those.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and that's what you want to remember. So with the three diphthongs or there's 3 complex vowels, you can't really separate them. The AW, the OY, and what is the other one? The brown, the OY, and I can't remember the other one right now. My brain's not working right. But with the 3 complex vowels, you can't really separate those. Okay, let's keep going. So we got that. Perfect. Okay, let's go back to what we're working on a minute ago. So we did this. Okay, so distinguishing sounds. So the next step is we're identifying individual sounds. So write the phonetic symbol for the initial consonant sound in the following words. Okay, so let's look at these. Okay, we might be able to do it here. Let me see. Okay, if anybody wants to jump in, so you're looking at the beginning, the B, P, G, right in the beginning of the word. What is the first sound of the word in your opinion? I'll say them all out and then we can, so I'm going up to the annotate option. Okay, I'll go ahead and say them all and then we'll get started. Bike, psychology, general, though, one, circle, check, ghetto, vault.
That's not the screen. The screen. I'm still seeing the list
Oh,
of the last one.
oh yeah, okay. Sorry. Let me make sure I'm on the right one. I'm on the wrong. Okay. Is that better?
Okay, now I'm seeing that one.
Okay. I'll say them again. So yeah, write the phonetic symbol for the beginning, the first sound. Bike, psychology, general, though, one, circle, check, ghetto, vault, czar, gnaw, come, through, right, xenophobia, sugar, charade, gene, swoon, science, tight, thigh, photo, Ouija, zoo, canteen, cello, and thin. Okay, there you go. Annotate away. Go for it. You can write next to the word, maybe right after the word, you can put the symbol that you think that first sound represents. Then we'll double check them. Thank you, Amy. Looks good. So yeah, S, psychology. Perfect. Good. Bike, B, the B, bike. Exactly. C hat check. Check. Czechoslovakia. C hat check. Perfect. Nice. This is actually faster than going to the board. You go to the board and you got to figure out who's going to do it and whatever. Here you just kind of jump in. I like how it works here. No, go back to general. General. It's not general. It's not general. The G's as in the word guard or go. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Yeah, the J hat check for general. Perfect. Nice. Xenophobia. Perfect. Definitely a Z there. So it looks like when the X is in the beginning of the word, in many cases it's pronounced as a Z. When the X occurs at the end of the word, it's typically a K and a S. Yeah, one, W, perfect. One. Ghetto, perfect. That's definitely a G. Ghetto. Good. Though is the eth. Perfect. Thigh. Theta. Nice. Gnaw is an N, right? So the G and the N with consonant clusters. In this case, you can't pronounce both sounds. Zoo. The Z. Good. Come is the K. Yeah. Thin is the theta. Perfect. Thank you, Abel. Maya, what do we got? Good. Right. Nice. R. Perfect. Gene. Gene. Look back. Whoever did Gene, look back at general. Don't forget that little mark above it, the little hat check. Gene. We'll take a look at them all in just a minute. No, I can't even do it right when I do. I'm trying to make the hat check on there. Photo, good. Definitely F. Photo. Good. Charade. Nice. Charade. Cello, good. C hat check. Cello. This is kind of what I call baby steps. You kind of get used to individual sounds like initial, medial, very tough, and the final sounds. Once you can do that, then you're well on your way to being able to transcribe a word. Canteen. I think we got it. Nice. Okay, let's go over them together. So for the beginning, so the word bike is the B, psychology S, general, the J hat check, though is the eth, one is the W. Circle is an S, Czech is Slovakia, or Czech is the C hat check, ghetto is a G. We forgot to do the word vault. That one's an easy one. It's a V, right? Vault. You have czar is S, na is N, come is K. We have through. We can say the theta. We have rights is R, xenophobia Z, sugar is an S hat check. Same thing with charade. Gene is a J hat check. Gene. You're not saying gain, but gene. Swoon is S. Science is S. Tight T. Thigh theta. Photo F. Ouija is W. Zoo is Z. Canteen is K. Cello is a C hat check, and thin is a theta. Okay, any questions on that one? On any of those?
Which one was though again?
Which one was what? Say again.
Though.
Though is it's the eth. It looks like this. That symbol. It's kind of like a D with a line through it. You see how they kind of have it like that? That's it. It's called the eth.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, so let's try the next set. We're going to work on the next one. So clear all drawings. Okay, phonetic symbols for the final. Now we're looking at the very last sound of the word. That's what we're trying to figure out right now. Okay, so I'll say them. Pit, hat rack, mother, mother, match, leaf, chicken, chicken, and chicken, ball, laugh, kisses, kisses, mash, prune, single, tag, vest, grabs, grabs, lamb, lamb, pruner, business, dip, teeth, packs. Yeah, go ahead, begin annotating. Choke, beautiful, oh, beautiful, reeds, kit, teeth, teeth, glacial, glacial, judge, judge, burp, burp, decision, guard, soap, measure, design, chasm, Xerox, Xerox. Okay, let's see how we do on those. No, the final sound, mother, the medial sound is, I agree with you, but I'm looking at mother, mother, What is that? Syllabic. Let's see how it goes on these. We'll double check them in a minute. Let's just let everybody do their thing and we'll go from there. Remember though, everybody look, this is a little complicated what we're doing here. So if I make a mistake, just point it out. Say, hey, are you sure that's the one? So if you think there's something not right, bring it up. And we have the answer key at the end also. You can double check it. Don't be afraid to, because sometimes I'll miss it and there'll be one it's the right or it's the wrong one. I need some sun in my life. Let me make the sun up here. This is good. So we got pit, hat rack, mother, mother. So you have that R, right? And then you have that little line underneath it, the syllabic R, mother, match, perfect, leaf. Don't forget chicken. This is a syllabic. I'm going to put that little mark underneath it because it's not just chicken, but it's chicken. So it's a syllabic N, not the normal N, as in nap or design. Remember that a syllabic consonant, it creates a new syllable. So if you say the word design, it ends in N, but the N doesn't create a new syllable. There's only 2 syllables. But if you say chicken, that N creates a new syllable. Ball, laugh, kisses. Good. Mash, prune, single. Good. Somebody got the syllabic L. Nice. And I apologize. I can't remember everybody's names. I can see them just at a glance when you do it, but I can't remember. Tag, vest, grabs, lamb, pruner, and just make it a little more clear. You know, there's that mark underneath it. Then business. Wait a minute. Is it business? No, it's business. Business. What sound is that?
S.
Yes. Yeah, change that. Thank you. Yeah, business. Dip, teeth, packs, choke. Beautiful, good. Another syllabic L. Beautiful. Reads. And we want to make this one D. There we got it. Good. We got it. We both did it at the same time. That's cool. It's reads, kit, teeth, glacial. Good. I like how they they got the J. You have the L. So you have glacial is similar to single, and beautiful. It's a syllabic L. Judge, burp, decision. Now wait a minute. No, the final sound is not decision. You can't really end a word with the j. So what is that? Yeah, there we go, Karen. What is it? Nice. Exactly. Carranza. Thank you. Yeah. So yeah, it's the syllabic N. Decision. Guard. Good. The D. Soap. Measure. No, you're thinking of the medial sound here. I'm looking at the last sound. Measure. What is that? Somebody put that in there. Measure. There we go. We got design with the N. Perfect. We got chasm. Wait a minute. Chasm, we need to put that little mark underneath it to make it a syllabic M. Chasm. Chasm. Xerox. Ends in the K and the S. Perfect. Thank you, Tanya. Don't forget, Tanya, put that little mark underneath the R. Measure. Make it a syllabic R. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, thanks, Tanya. There, right there. So we got them all. Okay, so everybody look at it very closely. Any mistakes? Do we need to correct anything? We got 40 pairs of eyes looking at this right now. I'm thinking everything is good, but maybe I missed. I'm looking at the pit, hat rack, mother, match, leaf, chicken, ball, laugh, kisses, mash, S hat check, prune, N, single, syllabic, L, tag, vest, grabs, lamb, perfect, pruner, business. Now there is a Z in there. Biz. It's that Z is that first S. Biz. Business. Dip, teeth, packs, choke, beautiful reads, kit, teeth, glacial, judge, burp, decision. It's a syllabic N, guard, soap, measure, design, chasm, Xerox. Okay, we got it. Any questions before we move on to number 3?
For next to choke, I mean packs, choke, and beautiful. Which one is it? Because there was a few different. There was like 4 different letters there.
Yes, with the choke, it ends with a K.
Okay.
Yeah, choke. That's the ending of the word. The beginning of it is a C hat check,
Okay.
but the final sound is a K. Choke, choke. Anything else? Okay, let's clear it. Let's go to the last one here. Good, this is it. It's the last thing I'm doing today. I'll keep it simple. Write the phonetic symbol for the medial consonant sound in the following words. This is harder. And you can debate. Sometimes there's a couple of sounds in the middle of the word, right? So listen to the middle. Metal, gradual, fusion, finger, treason, exist, patience, ringer, future, pudding, regime, cupboard, Pete, pizza, dishes, ether, raging, metal, nurture, pleasure, phases, precinct, taxed, hedger, and sinking. Remember, focus on the middle of the word on these. This is the hardest part right here in terms of initial, final, and medial. And you can probably guess for non-native speakers, they have a lot of trouble sometimes depending on the language. Thai speakers, they may not pronounce the final consonant sound, for example. So to a Thai speaker, if you have the word wash, they might say wa. Instead of grab, they might say grab. So in Thai language, they're not used to ending words with consonant sounds. But unfortunately, when they leave out that final sound, then we cannot say we don't know what they're saying. It causes massive intelligibility issues. There we go. Perfect. No, focus on the consonant sounds here, not the vowels, just consonants. Phases. We'll do vowels on another day. We'll spend probably 2 different classes just on that. Fusion. Good. Okay, got it. I see they got it. The Z hat check. Metal. No. I think the metal is not really a D. It's that flap symbol. How do you say it? Kind of like that. It's metal, not a hard D, not metal, but metal. Dishes. Perfect. Good. Nice. Pudding. Yeah, I can't quite make out that symbol on pudding.
I'm sorry. I was trying to draw a flap.
Yeah, I know. It's hard.
Let me erase it.
Yeah, try it again. Yeah, that one's hard to read.
I'm not using my mouse right now.
I wish my computer had I have a Dell. It has touchscreen, but there's no marker, there's no pen. If you can get a pen, it makes it easier when you do this kind of thing. But there's no option for me. I have to do it, but with my fingers. Okay, we'll check all these in just a minute once we get done. Metal, gradual, exist. Yeah, I don't think there's an S, at least exist. Well, I guess you can argue that final S, the S and then the T. There you go. But if you look at the X, it's more of a G and a Z. Exist. Patience. Ringer. Yeah, I don't think there's ringer. The ringer. Most people aren't even going to say the G on that. Somebody look at ringer. Ringer. Look at that one again one more time. Maybe I'll stand up right now. Been sitting too long already. There we go. Stand up now. If you are a fisherman, wouldn't you like to cast the line in my virtual background? Just kind of maybe catch a little trout or something. Okay, I think we have all. Let's take a look at them one at a time. So metal. I'm going to take the metal and go over to this flap. Metal. Then gradual. So yeah, J hat check, gradual. And then fusion, and what the student was doing, and that's exactly what it is, right? It's a Z hat check, fusion. Thing. I don't think there's there's a G, yeah, finger. And then you can put before the G, you can put the igma, right? You have treason, Z, definitely. You have the exist, it's okay, I'm going to say am I doing this one right? Let me think about it. Wow, how do you get all of those out of there? This is a weird one. Good grief. It has more symbols than it does in the letters. So you got exist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, so if you look at the X, you have to come down to the G and the Z, and then of course you have the S. Patience. So the S hat check, ringer. Good. Go for the igma on that one. Ringer. So you have ring, and then it ends with the syllabic R. Ringer. Future, definitely the C hat check. Future, you have pudding, perfect, the flap. Regime. It's hard to see it, but I think they're doing this one, which is what I think it is, right? Regime. Cupboard. The flap, no. The flap maybe is that one, but this is the B, right? Cupboard. Now the next one, Pete. There's no Z in here. What is that sound? Pete, pizza. You guys get the T? Pete? Yeah, and then S. Pizza. Pete, pizza. So I think the medial is the T and then the S. Dishes, definitely S hat check. Ether is the theta. You have raging is the J hat check. Raging. Metal. And metal, I'm going to go back to, let's go back to the flap again. Let's put it down here like this. So that's a flap. And then chur. Nurture. So C hat check, pleasure, not pleasure, pleasure. You got to change this to a Z hat check, pleasure. Then phases, definitely Z. Precinct is an S. Taxed, taxed. So KS, then hedger, J hat check, and then sink, and then the igma, and then the K. So that would be how we would do the phonetic symbol for the medial sound in those words. That's kind of what it looks like. Okay, any questions on those? Am I missing anything? Don't forget, take attendance before the 45 minutes runs out. Okay, any questions on these? Any mistakes? Anybody need clarification?
So there can be more than one letter for the I think that's the thing I've gotten confused on is like for like treason it's a Z, pizza it was like the zines. I mean like there's like one letter, but I
Mhm.
get kind of confused like when it's like the two letters, like the K and the S.
Yeah, sometimes the medial, there might be two in there, right?
I know it happened early. I think we had it for I don't know which the Xerox
Hmm.
AS.
Right.
So because I know the K and the S are separate, they're separate sounds, but they can also be put together as one. Is that I don't know
Well,
if I'm
the K and the S, when you transcribe them, they are considered separate sounds.
okay. I think that's where I was just getting confused there.
Yeah,
Like,
they're considered separate sounds. The
uh,
only ones that are the diphthongs, those diphthong complex vowels. Those kind of two sounds glide into one to create one sound.
okay.
Any other questions on these words here?
Yes, can you clarify cupboard, please?
Okay. Yeah, cupboard. Yeah, in this case, it's a cupboard, bird, cupboard. So in the beginning, in that medial sound, it's a B. Cupboard.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Anything else? All right, there we go. So what you can do for homework is go through those, look at those, practice those if you want a little bit more. You might practice transcribing them if you want. And then next time we're going to get into vowels. We're going to get into transcription of vowel sounds. That's what we'll be doing. All right. Okay, see you guys on Thursday.
Did you say see us on Thursday?
Or what is
Monday.
today? Wednesday? See you on Monday.
I
Sorry.
was like, wait.
Yeah, I got all my days messed up. At least I showed up, right?
I'm easily mix-upable. You're confusing me too.
I have a schedule I look at, but I knew I had to do something at 7:30. So
Thank you.
yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you, Professor.
All right, bye-bye.
Sorry I didn't. I meant to I was gonna go to your office hours yesterday. I apologize for that. I know I said I was going to.
It's okay. I go anyway. I have plenty of work to do, believe me. It's no big deal.
Yeah, I was overstressing myself yesterday, just trying to get some last minute studying in. Because I'm one of those people. I can take 10 practice tests at 100% and still not feel confident. I'm one of those people.
Hmm.
I can't take tests and be confident. I don't know what it is about it. I do good on them. Just don't like going in.
Well, let's just say this. If you get at least 75 on this first quiz, you'll probably get an A in the course. I can say that.
Okay, that's good to know.
So you don't have to be perfect.
Okay. I got the C best in a few hours. I'm just kind of, ugh. And I found out I actually wrote down the wrong time, so that's always good.
Okay. All right. Well, good luck.
Thank you. Thank you.
Remember, stay organized in the writing. Stay organized. You should be good.
I wrote a few practice ones, so that's I think I'm doing pretty good. I had a and I read some examples online of like what's the difference between like a 4, 3, and a 2.
Mm-hmm.
4s looked really good, 3s were good, and then like the only way to really get a 2 is like you spelled like one of them. If it was an opinion based one, it'd be like, I mean, I guess I think like the sentence would be like, I guess you should do this. Like I know not to put I guess.
Mm-hmm.
The 2s and 1s were like really bad. Looked like you went.
But probably the 2s and 1s too. There's not a lot of supporting detail. You know, they don't elaborate on their points in the body paragraphs. They talk about things in really general terms. Be as specific as you can in the argument you're trying to make.
And I also learned that they only give you 2 pages. You're not allowed to exceed that. So that's good to know too, because it makes me know that I need to like get to the point. You can't have a 5-page essay. It's 2 pages or nothing.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll see you guys on Monday.
Good luck to you, sir. Just relax. You'll do fine.